All right, we got Brent Whittaker, the tournament director here for the Oregon Amateur 111th version run-through. How did the tournament go this week?
It went really well. It was a really exciting week. We had really great weather. The golf course was in amazing shape. We had a really awesome field with, well, it was a really stacked field, seeing as how there were so many players looking to play in some level of competition.
There was so I mean, this is a unique time to have an event. How, let's see, I guess, how, was there some worry about having the event, or was it pretty much, you know, we think we can do it, we're gonna go back to living life the way it used to be?
So we definitely didn't run the tournament as normal.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of concern whether we were going to be able to pull this off or not. You know, we had a longest, right after the state went to a stay-at-home order, we didn't know how long that was going to last. And so it threw everything in flux as far as all of our competitions at the OGA. And we knew that golf courses were open at the time, especially in the state of Oregon, and they were being ran in a way that was sort of, you show up, you play, and you leave. And we were getting some questions why we weren't able to do something similar. So we started looking at strategies, and there was a lot of things called Back to Golf that were out there nationally, and we started creating strategies of what it would look like if we were able to pull this off. We called the club, and they were open to hosting us because that felt really important, and they were supportive to whatever we were going to do. And then it was just a matter of when the state was able to start going into phase 1 and phase 2. Definitely, it was easy to run the qualifiers for this championship because most of the qualifiers were held in counties that were already in phase 1 or going into phase 2. It was a little worrisome when Portland and Multnomah County were not even in phase 1. So when we heard the governor was going to announce that they were going to move that way, we were actually already committed in the first place, and we knew that some of the protocols we were putting in place were going to allow us to really be able to run something that was safe for the players and the club itself. So,
Of all the events or sports that would be, let's say, easiest to come back, the fewest hurdles, golf seems like it would be one of the best ones to do.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, like, it's just naturally, you're able to socially distance yourself. I mean, we set it up really well where, you know, players, they showed up 35 minutes before their time, and that was really allowed us to avoid any gatherings on the driving range, on the putting greens. They had to be in report to the tee 5 minutes before their time. And golf itself is just, it's natural. I mean, like, it's played over, obviously 18 holes, but 100 acres or more, 200 acres or more, so that space just lends itself to an easy social distancing.
So 375 entrants. Normally you're at, what, 275? It seems like people were really ready to get back to some kind of competition.
Yeah, they were. You know, it's so funny. So one of the kids that won, Bryce Wortman, his club actually, they ran a small event. And it started out as the owner bringing some friends down, and then it blew, which was going to be about 30 people, which blew into about 100 guys, and all really good players, low handicappers, and it really made me realize that people were thirsty to play competitions. And so I knew that if we were able to make it work, we were going to get a really good field, and we got an amazing field, not only just for the men's side, but the women's side is much deeper. I mean, Ellie Slama, she's in the top 100 of the world. Gretchen Johnson and Amanda Jacobs, they're two perennials, mid-ams. So on that end, it was really great as well.
Seems like it, I mean, every year is memorable, but this one is going to stand out to be a little bit more memorable.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, honestly, I miss scoreboards. I miss big award ceremonies. I miss lots of fans and spectators. I think that's what I missed the most. And that was probably the hardest thing to get past, was only requiring only allowing one player to have one spectator. that's really hard, because one of the things that's so much fun about this championship is allowing the membership and the local community to embrace it, and that's always been something fun. You know, there's been so many years when we've had a championship match, and we've seen, you know, 100 people just following that match, and it's rewarding to see that just them embracing it. And so I miss that part.